The IAME Euro Series braced the Bavarian circuit in Wackersdorf for round 3 of the championship. And in Mini X30, it all started with time qualifying, and the first ever pole position in Europe, George Clarke, would take the P1 spot.
Yeah, I felt quite good because we got Danny there helping us with it. And then we just ripped up to Daniel a little bit, not massively, but I could see that we was catching. And then you could just see, and then yeah, it just happened.
Going into the qualifying heats, the first heat though would head to Austin Newstead, a commanding win for him. Daniel Ferguson and Coby would round out the next 2 qualifying heats, with Coby being the only driver to take 2 wins out of the 6 qualifying heats. Mayson Hibbert and Harry Williams would be the other 2 drivers who would claim the wins, giving us 5 different winners over the course of the qualifying heats. But it was the 5th race of the weekend that saw an absolutely amazing overtake from Coby on Austin Newstead to secure him that 2nd win. But the top 5 at the end of the day going into the Super Heats and finals would see Coby with those 2 wins on pole position. Harry Williams would also be starting on pole position for his. They'll be joined by Austin Newstead and Mayson Hibbert, with George Clarke from pole position rounding out the top 5 as they headed into Sunday's Super Heats and finals.
Yeah, it's the first time I think I'll ever be starting on pole for a Super Heat. I'm really, really happy with it. Yeah, just have to go for it from there.
IAME Euro Series on Sunday for Mini X30 kick-started with Super Heat 1 and 2 for the field, which saw Coby, George Clarke and Denver Boss take the 1, 2, 3 in that first Super Heat, with some drivers unfortunately picking up some 5-second time penalties, dropping them back into the order. Super Heat 2 would see Harry Williams and Daniel Ferguson lock out a Fusion 1-2 at the end of it, with Becu rounding out the top 3 after gaining 3 places. Again, some drivers just struggling out, with some unfortunately being disqualified for technical non-conformities, which means going into the final for Mini X30, it would be Coby, Harry Williams, George Clarke, Daniel Ferguson, Mayson Hibbert and Austin Newstead locking out an all-Fusion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Lights are out, we are racing in the final. It's a good start for the front row. 6 Fusions, line astern, into turn number 2, 3 wide, and it's all gone wrong. It was bound to happen at some point, and one of them is your championship leader, George House. He's out of the race, he's out of the final, and with 6 going into turn number 4, 1 Fusion has come out on top, and I think that is the likes of George Clarke, the pole sitter.
It looks like Clarke could be Fusion's only hope within this one, and not only did we lose George House, he was tangled, I think, with his teammate of Coby Patterson. There you can see on your screens House, the 477, who came into this weekend as your championship leader. 2 round wins, is out. As we've got more drama at the back of the field, is that Coby that is parked?
It is.
Coby, who started on pole position, is out of the race. Well, Gahudi is weaker. All 3 drivers in your top 3 going defensive into 4. Down the inside goes Abraham. Shelvis caught the other drivers asleep, caught them slow when defending. Drama out there. And just as we called it, I think we've jinxed the good luck, because Ilias Sami finds himself off the road at turn number 9.
Mason Kwong and Alex Riley round out the top 10. Riley's up 17 places now, is Alex Riley, and is on the charge right here as action at the front once more. There has been the changes, but still it is the likes of Nihil El-Ghaudi that leads the way. But look at that train starting to form, Nicole. This is going to be a long 13 laps.
Way through, Newstead goes down on the racing line as we've got a change for the lead. That is Becu taking advantage from all that defending and that loss of pace. But El-Ghaudi says, no thanks, I'll take it right back, and that allows Austin Newstead to slot into 2nd.
But eyes on this as they head in towards it now. Becu down the inside. It's a beautiful switch over, and Milan Becu leads the way for Eichmann's Grand Prix Racing. But oh my goodness, look at the train of karts here, Nicole. They're all going to trip over each other, and they have tripped over each other. Abraham Shelvis leads the 3rd place battle. It's released Becu and Nahil El Gahoudi now to go to work, and they're off the track through the chicane. That is Aurelio Longatano, and one of the fusions, possibly Ferguson. It could have been Newstead actually, because he was alongside it. No, it was Min Jae Kim, I think, who was off the circuit. As once again we're going wheel to wheel at the front here. My goodness, it's hard to call, but Nahil El Gahoudi is back into the lead. There is a significant dent in that one, as back down the inside goes Milan Becu. Now it's hard to tell if these no cones drop because they're so small and they're so compact on the front end. They don't look like they've dropped, but that is a significant dent in there. Eye strokes on this one, as unfortunately out of the race is Aurelio Longatano. Actually, just as we speak about him getting up a 5-second penalty, he's off the track at turn 4.
Who started 9 positions lower than he currently is. They want to stay.
Oh.
No, they don't. I take that back, because aggressive as you like, El Gahoudi down the inside at turn number 3.
This is where it's getting to the pivotal moment now. It's the last lap of this race, and all eyes will be on this fight. Shelvis gets tangled in that rear bumper of the likes of Milan Becu, who is fighting to get his first win of the season. He scored a podium in Zuera in 2nd place, but now he's back into the lead of this one. Eichmann's Grand Prix Racing leads the way in Mini X30 on the final lap here in Wackersdorf. Milan Becu pushing away, but Nahil El Gahoudi is there in 2nd place with a question mark on that nose cone. Abraham Shelvis will go line astern. They'll all go defensive into the final corner. 3 wide onto the exit. It's wheel to wheel, side by side. Abraham Shelvis for the first time. They both celebrate, but it's Milan Becu who claims his first final win of 2025 in Mini X30. Milan Becu, its first podium came in Zuera at the last round, and now in round 3 he claims his first final win of the season.
It was a very hectic race, especially the final lap where we changed positions, and then I came back and I'm very happy.
With the weekend done and dusted for Mini X30, the field heads to the likes of Marienborg for the 4th and final round of the 2025 IAME Euro Series. Milan Becu steps up to the top spot. 8 places gained for the Belgian, taking his first final win of the 2025 season, ahead of Abraham Shelvis with his first podium, and Nahil El Gahoudi as well, also stepping on to the podium for the first time. The shocking final that would see the championship be decided in Marienborg in Belgium.